All right, grand evening, everyone. It's Shay Seeking or Shalonda, and yeah. So, um, hmm, where do I want to start? Because and I just I find it real funny, right? How some of these individuals and principalities, rulers in high places, um, feel like whatever they're doing is gonna stick. To try to um, vilify, dehumanize, okay, get people to fear certain things as if we don't know where the real power stands, right? So, I don't think I really heard many people talking about this. I kind of had to really think about the fact that, hold on one second. Hold on, let me get a little closer. All right. So again, about the fact that we are in the middle of the night, somebody put up a post, I think it was a TikTok or something, that said something about some bill or whatever that was passed. I think it was in Canada, and it was passed. They said something about like rights or whatever, okay, or speech or something like that. So when I heard, see, now my lips was all dry. I tried to put some lip gloss, and now I feel like it's just too much going on. Hold on. Yeah, I did it. So again, so today, I just said, hold on real quick, because, I feel like what's happening is that the wicked of this world feel like they're going to continue to rule over the righteous, and they feel like his story is going to repeat itself as if they don't see us, right? So again, I said, oh, okay, so what is this about? So we're gonna pull it up real quick. We're gonna look at it. And again, with the landmass, being very, connected, right? There's always been a separation of the story that I find very, I don't know. And then looking at those maps, it just makes me think, right? So again, I found something, right? Hold on, let me see. Got this other phone. I'm trying to pull it up here. Because again, we don't realize, some of these things, like while we're in fear and we're worried about this and worried about that, we ain't looking at what's really going on. And I was listening to a song earlier, about now ain't nobody talking about rebelling, are they? But it was talking about rebel. And that don't we see what's going on? That this stuff, like, the song is like probably 10 years old, if not a little less, a little more. And like, if we're not paying attention, then, it will repeat itself right here and now. And we might see things, again, that you may not see on that scale because you're looking at it in the wrong way. But little things will start to happen. Little bills will start to be passed. Little things will be whispered and said. Headlines will start to speak. So again, it says, and I'm not going to even really say these names, right? Because we already know what that is. So it's saying that they passed a bill to regulate social media streaming, okay? So again, it says June 23rd, 2021, Canadian lawmakers, again, and I don't know who they are, passed a controversial bill that aims to regulate programming distributed by media streaming services and social platforms like Facebook and YouTube. A measure that, now it's funny how a lot of us are tapping into something and we're bringing to the front lines things that are very critical. And at these times, because they're watching you, they're watching us. So it's very funny that we are tapping into another dimension on another level. And so now, right, like see all these major platforms that get all these hits that speak negatively, especially, now this is something about all of us, right? This is something, but again, sometimes it take mama. It take mama to stand up and say something. It take that lioness to feel, and she can sense, and she can see. She can see what these people doing and think that they're going to make her feel like she cornered. And that her babies may be in danger. Okay, we'll see how that work out this time. See, as a collective, I just feel like there's something. There's something, and it's something, there's an energy that's trying to keep us divided so we can be conquered, you know. But again, there's an intuitive something. There's a force here. There's a force on the plane that, again, we might be playing around, but at the end of the day, we know what it is. Okay. You know, now it says here, they passed this controversial bill that aims to regulate programming distributed by media streaming services and social platforms like Facebook and YouTube, a measure that critics warn could infringe on individual speech. Because everybody got something to say, right? Today, you know, we're using these platforms for other than just, you know, worldly things. And, you know, we're using these platforms to help other people tap into, to help people realize who they are and what we've come here to do. Okay. It says the legislation drafted by Justin, we'll just say that, government, known as Bill C-10, is meant to subject tech giants to the same requirements as traditional broadcasters, effectively compelling companies like Netflix, TikTok, to finance and promote Canadian content. It's among the most far-reaching plans by governments anywhere to regulate the algorithms, okay? Because again, a lot of us know what they doing, you know, and a lot of you already on that list. You already on that list. You already know. And while they watching you real closely, they don't want nobody else to see what else you talking about. They don't want nobody to see what you talking about. Ain't that something? I wonder why. What they afraid of. What they afraid of. What they afraid of. It's going to come a time. Now, they setting up stuff real good right now. But it's going to come a time. Okay? Let's see. Okay. It's among the most far-reaching plans by governments anywhere to regulate the algorithms tech companies use to amplify or recommend content. And in an age when everyone is a potential publisher, the act to amend the Broadcasting Act could affect individual expression on social media and other digital platforms that rely on user-generated content. Okay, so I said, oh, okay, you know what? Let me see, because you know what? I know that's America, you know, the United States, the corporation, right? Because America is the land, the soil. The people, even the ones that may think that they came from Africa. You need to stand in it. You need to go ahead and do your research, or go ahead and do your genealogy, whatever fits you. You need to go ahead and tap into source. You know. Again, if you are tapping into the correct energy, source, or so-called God, then there's certain things you'll see right now that other people may not see, and you're here to bring awareness to those such things so that people can see. Okay, so I'm thinking like, see, I wish America, well, the United States would. All right. And so I said, hold on, you know, because I know they've been doing some stuff since this whole thing came around. Okay. And we didn't notice it because we're so worried about cases and, you know, casualties. We weren't paying attention, you know, but those of us that were speaking these things, you know, were witnessing these type of things prior to, when it came to certain things being blocked, or what was it, truth checkers or something like that, that would even block the own information that came from the governmental services. So I said, hold on, let me see, what else have we been doing here in the Americas? Okay, so-called United States. And it says hr6586, 116th Congress, 2019 to 2020. All right. So again, this was introduced in 2020. I don't know why it's saying 2019 on here. If it was introduced, well, maybe it was written or something or whatever in 2019. So it says Social Media Accountability and Account Verification Act. Now, again, they're saying accountability. So again, what is going on? See, I mean, and then it made me think about something like some dues or something. I don't know. Because, I wonder if there's overseers here when it comes to a majority of the so-called minority or the origines that would still be in lacking knowledge, right? So they may be in some way, shape, or form looking at themselves. It's gonna have to be like that. Okay, we only got a couple more minutes before the phone dies. May find themselves thinking that they're, free, or maybe even still in some sort of bondage or servitude. Okay. And again, I mean, it's to the point where I'm just like, who is even sitting here waiting for anybody to tell us anything? Are you really? After knowing what we know now and seeing some of the things we're seeing now, and after being in tune with self and in tune with source, you really just waiting for them for anything? Let me tell you something. Somebody like me, they can try what they want. They can do whatever they want, but they will never change whatever that is stirring up or has been stirred up within me. I've been sitting here for something, and we're going to be taken care of. So again, they think just because they think what they see was visual, and they don't understand. They don't understand. See? And they think they getting everything set up real good for y'all, real good and real soon. And I'm saying, you better be paying attention. I was just listening to that song, Lauryn Hill, or that part of the movie, If You Want to Be Somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. And again, I think that that's what it is right now. Forget all that other worldly stuff. We just need to recognize. We need to wake, realize, and recognize. And then rise. Okay? That's what it's all about right now. Everybody ain't going to be knowing what to do. But you know what to do within here. You know what to do within here. You know. So again, if you're going to let somebody tell you or give you any, well, I don't need a damn thing given to me. And again, and for those that think that they can take away your power, like they the ones gave it to you, I think not. I think not. They'll try. They're using algorithm to try to, do that right now. Try to mess with your psyche, how you think and what you see and what you consume and take in every day, throughout the day. To try to change your mood and your mindset. I don't think so. So anyways, it says, shown here, introduced in the House, 4/21/2020, Social Media Accountability and Account Verification Act. Okay. So again, I don't know how you're going to be taking accountability. This bill requires a social media company to remove a deceptive or fraudulent account or profile from its platform and to verify the creator of any account that is alleged to be deceptive or fraudulent. You mean like them? With this whole thing that have to do with this thing? The whole damn thing fraudulent. Even down to the thing that they want you to get and the thing they want you to put on is fraudulent. Let's just keep it real. So then we just need to delete them. Do we? Or no? Or our opinions as if they are there for the betterment of the people. Let's just delete that and just recognize it and see it for what it is. It's ridiculous, actually. Okay. So like this a whole bunch of stuff that they need to go ahead and delete then. Specifically, a social media company must establish a means whereby a user may request the investigation and removal of a deceptive account or profile. Okay. And again, where it says whereby a user may request. Well, really, what kind of user? See, because most time people are not doing this to each other. It's them that want to do it to you. Or messages published therefrom. Further, a social media company must notify a user who submits such a request of any reason underlying a determination that an account or profile is not deceptive, and it must take escalating actions against an individual who makes false or bad faith. Wait, false or bad faith request for the investigation and the removal of an account or profile. I mean, I love the way they try to break it down when they know that the very people that are watching and wanting to take something down are them. But then again, we're in a time when, you know, people doing some real nasty things to other people in order to try to get ahead or get something, or for whatever reason they doing it for. They doing some real nasty things to people. And I can't see it and I can't condone it. You know, that ain't me. I ain't gonna be able to do it, really. That don't mean that I don't recognize it and that I don't see it. But, you know, I'm at a point in my life where I'm treating people the way I want to be treated. And I know that people are, look at this. And I know that people aren't going to reciprocate that. And that's fine. That's not going to change me either. See, they think they put you through a whole bunch of stuff like that's going to change you. Because they didn't know. They didn't know. And they think you got to get all mad and be foaming at the mouth and screaming at the camera in order to do that and have some type of power. They just don't know. So, 1 second.
Get in here now.
Excuse me, I'm recording something. Hold on.
Pause it.
I am about to be done.
Something just...
I heard that. I heard that. And I told you 1 second.
You can't...
So... Why they doing that? Why is she trying me? So what I want to say is, I don't know, we better be paying attention. You know, I feel like the squeeze is being put on. And it's funny because like people are not paying attention to the right things. Like they got us worrying about silly, ridiculous things. And again, we need to be more prepared. We need to be more prepared for these things. We need to be, I mean, we should probably be checking what bills is going out like almost every day because, you know, what they say one thing and then there's 3 more things that was added to that before they, you know, closed up shop for the day. And again, while we're worrying about masks and if they match your outfit, you're going to be probably wearing a permanent muzzle on your mouth if we don't speak up and if we don't stand up. And again, nobody's saying get violent. Nobody's saying overthrow anybody. They're going to have to go anyways. Because what I feel like is, I mean, they want to try to place judgment on us. But again, the whole thing got to fall in order for us to evolve or, you know,